and welcome back to Gimbal's Tip of the Week. I'm Karen Dunn-Skinner. I'm a lawyer and a Lean Six Sigma black belt. I'm also a professional editor, and it's a powerful combination because bad writing wastes a lot of time and effort in law. I help lawyers and others in the legal profession build more profitable and productive practices, and it's time now for our monthly writing tip. The astute among you will notice we skipped February. Apologies for that, but we're back in the routine again. As I've said before, bad writing costs you time and money. It causes defects and delays, it irritates clients, it annoys colleagues. Ideally, you'd write your best work the very first time. It would be perfect, concise, erudite, and error-free. But the reality is no one writes like that. Instead, we get our ideas down on paper or onto the screen in whatever form they come. And then we need to edit it. If you've been following our blogs, you'll know that we discourage rework. It's one of the classic lean wastes, but good editing adds value. It recognizes the reality of the way we write and ensures we are putting our best work out every time. So for the next few writing posts, I'm going to focus on editing tips and tricks that'll help you make a better final product. If you don't already have it, I have an editing checklist you can download, and there's a link down below. My first tip is short and sweet. Edit everything you write. Not when you're writing it, but afterwards. It is remarkably easy for a typo to slip into your work, especially if you're texting, writing your email on the train as you commute to work, or composing a response on that tiny screen on your phone. Sure, we are all busy, and maybe your friend or your mom can forgive the odd typo, but that's not the case with clients and colleagues. Typos and grammar errors make you look sloppy. Silly mistakes tell your readers either they don't warrant the time or effort required to write properly, or you don't really know how to write properly, and neither of those is good. Effective editing starts with tricking your brain. Read your email or your text or your memo back to yourself out loud, no scanning. Read every word. If it helps, start at the end of each sentence and read backwards. Our brains see what we want and expect to see, and make automatic corrections as we read. That's why typos can be so challenging to spot. By reading backwards or reading out loud, we force our brains to see the words differently. Want a great example? I contributed a chapter to a book last year, and it was only when I got a message from the main author recently, like in the last couple of weeks, apologizing for the typo on the book's cover that I even noticed that the word lawyer was misspelled. None of the rest of the contributors, all of us lawyers, had noticed either. Why? Because we had seen the title so many times that our brains skipped over the error, told us the word was lawyer, and that was that. The funny thing was, spell check would have picked up the mistake, L-A-Y-W-E-R instead of L-A-W-Y-E-R, but no one ran a spell check on the cover page. That's it for today. I'll be reading this post out loud before I post it, and I'll be running a spell check, but if a mistake slips by, please let me know. Don't forget to get your copy of the editing checklist, and then join us next week for more on building a profitable and productive law practice. You'll find links to a lot of things we've talked about today in the notes to this episode. If you want information like this once a week, sign up below so you never miss a tip of the week. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next week, and don't forget to grab your free editing checklist.